Hey, I'm Kathy Ellen. I'm a Virginia resident, and I've been seeing this ad a lot. And yeah, I'm going to let my rage fuel me because it's clear that Winsome Earle-Sears doesn't understand what Abigail Spanberger is talking about when she says rage here. First, let's watch this ad, and then we can see how outrageous it is.
Let your rage fuel you.
A lot of people are saying it's the Democrats' rhetoric that has led to these attacks.
Charlie Kirk shot and killed while speaking at an event.
A bomb was found under a
not because Abigail Spanberger said anything.
Rooftop firing indiscriminately at the ICE facility below.
Let your rage fuel you. Let your rage fuel you.
You label someone a fascist or a racist or a Nazi.
She didn't do that.
It makes you free to attack them.
She didn't attack anyone.
That has been the ideology from the start.
Every time we hear a news story, we let it fuel us.
A Chesterfield County School Board member who endorsed Abigail Spanberger said we used to be okay with shooting Nazis. Turning Point USA made a stop
Abigail
at
Spanberger
Virginia
did say
Tech
that.
in the wake of Charlie Kirk's assassination. Protesters gathered outside of the venue.
Let your rage fuel you.
Folks, this is not hard, but she is reckless and she is radical.
She's not reckless or radical.
That's who she is.
Nope. Okay, isn't Winsome Earle-Sears also saying that she's a fighter? So much for Virginia is love. Let's go to Merriam-Webster and talk about the definition of rage. Because if I see someone say, let your rage fuel you, I don't instantly think that that is something bad because I know that rage can mean different things. So let's see what it says. Rage is, as a noun, violent and uncontrolled anger, a fit of violent wrath. It could be violent action as of wind or sea, an intense feeling or passion, and a fad pursued with intense enthusiasm. It was all the rage, okay? So if I see someone say, let your rage fuel you, I am going to see what context is that in, because I don't know in that sentence, are they talking about violent and uncontrolled anger or are they talking about an intense feeling? A very quick Google search on Abigail Spanberger will tell you that she is not calling people to be violent and have uncontrolled anger. And I think that people who are not emotionally aware might think of rage and think that's all it is, right? It's just violent and uncontrolled anger. Because if you are not used to listening to your emotions and feelings, when you feel rage, you might want to act out and hurt someone. But if you are in check with your feelings and emotions, you will realize that you might have this feeling of anger, which means something needs to change. You might have rage building up in you, and because you are an emotionally aware person and you don't want to hurt other people, you're literally going to let that rage fuel you to do something productive toward the thing that you want to change. And honestly, I'm not surprised that Republicans and people who vote for Republicans are missing the nuance there. I don't think that they think, oh, I feel this rage and I'm upset and I'm angry and I can do something productive about it. Because to be fair, they don't have a lot of role models that show them that. Let's watch the context for this. This is from a YouTube video.
At one point in time, when I was going on about something to my mother, who's here somewhere.
We love moms. So she's going on about something.
And I was sort of running my mouth about something that was bothering me about politics, and my mother just said, let your rage fuel you.
Okay, so she's complaining, and her mom's saying, let that rage fuel you.
Thank you for the sage advice. And to the rest of us, every time we hear a news story, we let it fuel us.
Fuel us to what?
Every time
Let's see.
we turn on the news, we let it fuel us. Every time something bad is happening, we say, oh, that's motivation. I'll tell you this, I have an opponent who's incredibly motivating.
That's fine. She doesn't agree with her opponent on issues.
Every time something happens in the world, in this country, coming out Capitol Hill, or coming out of this White House, we just say, boy, am I motivated today. We write more postcards, we knock more doors, we make more phone calls, we tell more friends about the importance of this election. Because this November, we are going to send a message to the rest of the country and the world.
She does not say, let your rage fuel you to do these violent things. She's saying, let that rage fuel you to write more postcards, to knock on doors, to talk to people, to get people out to vote. None of those things are violent. None of those things are radical. I mean, unless you don't want people to vote, which sometimes, Republicans act that way. You know who does incite violence a lot through his words? someone that Winsome Earle-Sears supports, Donald Trump. I'll link a video of his history of inciting violence through his remarks. That's all I have for you today. I just had to let my rage fuel me because I have seen this ridiculous line trying to be used against Abigail Spanberger, and I just had to show you the truth. Because when it comes right down to it, they have to lie about these things because the truth is Abigail Spanberger has a plan for Virginia. She supports policies that lead to gun sense legislation so we can stay safer. She supports a women's right to choose. She supports strong public schools. She is going to help our economy. And all they have is Let Your Rage Fuel You tied together with a bunch of other videos, and it's clearly disinformation. They're trying to link together this phrase that she said to encourage people to write postcards and knock on doors with actual violence committed by people who were not inspired by Abigail Spanberger. We know that a lot of those people weren't even on the same political side. Political violence, any kind of violence, not good, right? Also not good to paint a picture that someone is supporting that when they're not. Okay, thanks for watching. If you're in Virginia, please get out and vote. Early voting is happening right now. You can also vote on Election Day. Check your local county website to figure out where you need to vote. Thanks for watching.